They've been sitting there for 3 years, they're too old, blah, 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 then it's done. So if you're an independent artist, my suggestion would be start off, build your fan base like he's saying, and then reevaluate. Maybe the major label is the right move for you at that point once you've got your fan base, because then you're holding all the cards. It's like you don't like what the major wants, and you can just tell them to hit the road.
Then the first step is to build a fan base, and how do you do that?
To tag on to what he was saying, we use a simple formula for people that like formulas. We say CWF, which stands for Connect with Fan, plus RTB, which is a reason to buy, equals $. So basically that's pretty simple and straightforward, but what you gotta do now is really engage. It's no longer a top-down approach, it's more bottom-up and it's more one-to-one marketing. So what we're seeing in the last couple of years is the socialization of media. So people are on Facebook and they're on Twitter and all these places, and the game's changed because you guys and your fans or potential fans are the people formerly known as the audience. Now we're all publishers, whether you realize it or not. We can all sign up, right now we can sign up on a service and start telling our ideas. We can get on Tumblr or WordPress or anything like that and create our own blog right now. So we all have a voice in what's going on. So really now, people ask me all the time, how do you market in these places? Because if you're on MySpace and you're sending out bulletins, that's wrong because you're shouting at me. You know what I mean? What you really gotta do is engage. And so don't think like a marketer, just participate. That is marketing. In this day and age, culture, the way the culture is, participation is marketing. And don't think as like a marketer, think as a contributor. So just go on there, be active, build your fan base, and then hopefully, like he said, if you bundle it together really nice, like if you do like a limited edition something, they will purchase that. But don't be fooled if you think that they're not gonna download it. In this day and age, I mean, you can go on a server, a torrent file or whatever, and just download your stuff.
Well, let me be clear about this. This gentleman has a label and had it for 10 years. I've never heard of any of his music. How would I be able to access his music? How will I be able to ever know what he's created? Do you have a plan to connect us?
Well, it also depends on if you're a jazz, if that's what you like is jazz and he's putting out contemporary music, then he can't reach you regardless because you're not his target audience.
Let's say I like one of his genres. How would I connect?
What's your genre, by the way?
R&B.
R&B?
Pop.
Okay. And skewing what age range, or is it young R&B or is it older demographic?
It's a middle way.
Okay. Well, I would do my best. If I was him, I would start right now with doing a blogger outreach program, and that would consist with the information that you know about your audience already that you've collected. Find out go on Technorati or go on one of these places and find out which blogs best serve that audience, and build a relationship with that person, and just start sending them material of yours, build with that person. And it might not be the biggest blog that has 1 million people, but you might, if it's your niche and you're talking to somebody that has maybe an audience of 1,000, that's one place to start. Because really bloggers like to blog about other people who are already kind of getting the steam behind them. And so you just got to start building little by little. It's not easy at all, but it's definitely attainable.
And what's the name of the organization that connects with the right blog again?
One of the things you can do, you can just use Google, or you can use Technorati.
Technorati.
Yeah. Technorati, or you can Google it or spell it right.
One of the best panels I ever saw was Chuck D was on it. And it sounds real dumb, but he was dead on. It was Chuck D, Millie Jackson, and Bobby Rush. And Chuck D was like, look, you gotta love your fans. If you only have 3 fans, you gotta treat those fans the best you possibly can. I mean, you better be out there interacting with those fans, emailing with those fans, become one with those fans. Because that's the only 3 fans you have. And if you don't have those 3 fans, you got nothing. And then once you take care of those 3 fans, you gradually expand. And it sounds real dumb, but he was like dead on. And I was like, that's basically the way it is. You start off with 3 fans. If you only have, you got your little 3 fans in this one little city, and you'd be really good with those fans. You gradually expand to the next city, you get your 3 fans in that city. Maybe you go out with them, send them personal emails, hang out with them, put a drink here and there. But it's like, it makes sense that he went through, like, basically just gave examples of countries and cities all throughout the U.S., throughout the world, and it was just like, it's Chuck D, man. The guy's smart, and it made sense. And then Millie Jackson went through her whole spiel about how she was this old school blues woman who was like unbelievably intelligent. She knew business like no one's business. I mean, she just got out there and told it how it was. And she knew the business side of the music business. So it's like you had Chuck talking about how like getting the fans, you have Millie talking about the music business side, and it just makes sense.
Okay, how does, it's Optic, what's the name of your company?
Opus Music.
Opus Music. How does your label approach that? A fan acquisition.
Fan acquisition.